Okay guys, today we are going to start talking about median, mode, and range. Three things that we're going to have to know to be successful in 5th grade. There's a fourth thing called mean that you're going to be learning in 6th grade, and actually we'll cover it at the end of this year, but today we're just talking about median, mode, and range. Now what those three things have to do with is you're always going to be given a list of numbers. And I'm just going to put the numbers in any order. It doesn't matter. Let's do 12. Okay, so there's a list of numbers. Now, when you have to find the median, the mode, or the range, you're going to be finding that of a list of numbers. So let's talk about what these words mean. So first we have the median. The median is the number in the middle. Now, that one to me is pretty easy to remember because median is in the middle. And when we say it in class, you always hear me say it weird. You'll always hear me say median is in the middle. And so that way it helps us to remember exactly how to find the median. So to find the median, we find the number in the middle of our list. But the important thing to remember is we can only find the number in the middle when the numbers are in order. You don't just look for the middle number at the list that they already give you, because they usually won't give you a list that's in order. So you're going to have to reorder the list. So let's find the median of this list. So first thing I need to do is put the numbers in order. So I know that 6 is my smallest, so I'll do 6. Then I have another 6, so I'll put another 6 next. Then I can do 8, and then 12, and then 17, and then 21. And I need to have one more number, so we'll do 23. I should have put one more up there. Now, to find the median, it's the number in the middle. So what I do is I mark off my first and my last, my second and my second to last, my third and my third to last, and then there is my median. That is my number in the middle of the list. So now let's take the list that I had before I added that extra number and find the median of that. Because the median of the list that I just gave you is easy because it was an odd list of numbers. So if I take my same list, 17 and then 21. Okay, I have my same list. I do the same thing. First, last, second, second to last. Ooh. And then I have two numbers in the middle. Well, how do I find my median if there's two of them in the middle? Well, you draw what I call a little number line bar. So you have 8, then you have 9, 10, and 11, and then 12. So, and we just mark the same numbers off again. 8 and 12, 9 and 11. So my median is 10. That one is technically my number in the middle. So median is in the middle. Okay, and then if we take our same list of randomized numbers, and now I want to find the mode. So the first thing we found was the median, and that was the number in the middle. The mode is the number that shows up the most. Now notice I did not say the number that is the most, because we're not always looking for the biggest number when it's talking about the mode. We're talking about the number that shows up the most in the list. Well, when we put our list in order, again, because we always have to put the list in order, how many times does a 6 show up? A 6 shows up twice. An 8 only shows up once, 12 once, 17 once, 21 once. Well, the number that's the mode then is the 6, because that is the number that shows up the most. So median was the number in the middle when we put our numbers in order. Mode is the number that shows up the most. So you see median, middle, mode, most. So those are pretty easy to do. Now if we take our same list of numbers, and now, instead of the median or the mode, they want us to find the range. And when I talk about it to my students, I always tell them it's like a golf range or a shooting range. You start at one point and you're trying to get to you see how far you can get. Well, that's the same thing with the range. The range is the distance or the difference between the largest and the smallest. So it's just like finding the distance. So I'm going to put my numbers in order again because remember, when we find the median, the mode, or the range, we're always going to put the numbers in order. Always, always, always. So I have my list of numbers, and now I need to find the range. So it's the difference between the largest and the smallest. Well, my largest is 21, and my smallest is 6. And we know from previous math lessons that the word difference means to subtract. So when I take 21 and I subtract out 6, I have to borrow from the 2. 11 minus 6 is 4. Yep, I can't subtract. So 11 minus 6 is 5, and then you bring your 1 down. So my range is 15. So let's go over the median, mode, and range again, because we have those 3 things that we're going to be finding. The median is the number in the middle after we've put them in order. Always in order. The mode is the number that shows up the most in our list, and the range is the difference between the largest and the smallest. So I'm going to give a new list of numbers, and we're going to find the median, mode, and range of all of these numbers real quick. Okay, so there's my list. So I want to find the median, the mode, and the range of this list of numbers. Well, I know that my first step, no matter what, is to put the numbers in order. So I have a 6 is my smallest, so I'll put the 6 first, and then I'll put an 8, and then another 8, and then a 9, and then a 12, and then another 12, and then a 13. Okay, there's my list of numbers. They're in order. Now I'm ready to find the median, the mode, and the range. Okay, so first of all, I'll do my mode, because in my opinion, mode's the easiest. That's definitely the easiest to identify, the number that shows up the most. Well, I have 2 8s and I have 2 12s. So my mode is 8 and 12, because those are my numbers that show up the most. And then I need my median. My median is my number in the middle. So I get rid of my 6 and my 13 and my 8 and my 12 and my 8 and my 12, and I'm left with a median of 9. And then my range is my difference or my distance between my largest and my smallest. My largest was 13 and my smallest was 6. So when I subtract 13 minus 6, I get 7. So I know that my range is 7. Median is in the middle, mode shows up the most, and range is the difference between the largest and the smallest after the numbers have been put in order.